Hi, I'm Dr. Antoinette Smith, one of the founders of Next Level Achieve. I'd like to present to you our services, and I hope that we become partners to your growth. I find that almost every business leaves money on the table, especially during a time where you may not understand the advantages that you can have over yourself, how you currently operate, as well as over your competition, given automation. I've been around for such a long time that no matter who you are, how big you are, what type of business you're in, you are ignoring automation. There is a chance that you are relying on a company that has not allowed you to fully automate. There's the possibility that you yourself don't know anything about automation. And there is the possibility that you believe that you know about automation. And in many cases, even when you understand the concept, I find that especially executives allow others to run their companies and they don't have a way of preventing, detecting, and correcting fraud or asset protection. So let's just cover these things because you want it in a way where no matter where you are in the world, you're going to know what's happening with your company. If a client calls and complains, you want to be able to go into one CRM system and see everything that was ever communicated to that client by anyone within your corporation. And you want to be able to jump in and train and use all of this data so that you can improve. So on this first slide, I give you our contact number and as well as the nextlevelachieved.com website. We titled this slide, Automation that Streamlines, Simplifies, and Scales Your Business. There's no limits, there's no waste, and it's definitely unstoppable growth. We are Next Level Achieved. And towards the end, I'll tell you more about us, but let's just get to the services. Every business has a different growth journey. And that's where I like to be hands-on to understand what is your journey, what are your goals, and then which team member or team members are best suited to fit your needs, the needs of your employees, the needs of your customers, the needs of you, and your goals. It could be training, it could be automation, building an avatar, it could be confidence, it could be anything, right? It could be research, it could be writing, it could be scaling, it could be downsizing, it could be employee motivation. But whatever you need, we're here for you. So let's explore. So what I've done and what we've done when we prepared this presentation, we understand that we do have clients that do not need all of our services. So services 1 through 7 are actually individual services. But we definitely would love to have you into full automation, which is number 8. And then we talk to you about the CRM system and also the subscription-based services. Subscription-based services is when we are here with you every single month. All right, so we're going to go first to chatbot and then to the AI voice agent and to your Google My Business audit and boosting, the script to video production, because some of our clients need commercial videos. They may just need it for social media. They may need it for a presentation. And then we have some clients that like lead generation. I'm going to pause here because I'm reminded of one of our clients that as soon as we entered their facility, she was working with an agency, and right away, this company, I knew that they were not paying her correctly, meaning she was satisfied that the agency was giving her share of the profit. And but being a fraud investigator and a detective, I can easily see traits, and actually it's just a natural aspect about myself. But needless to say, that relationship no longer exists. Of course, I had to do some investigation, what we call tracing, and where we go from the invoice to the services, and just to see how everything operates. But I'm just really happy. Try not to give too much information about the client, but just really happy that we got the money back, and also we are the client has moved forward in a very, very successful, independent way. So we love that. All right, so this is who you have behind. You have these lists of services, but you have our brains, you have our experience, and our trust behind all of these services. So let's go forward. We have the chatbot. Some of our clients just want a chatbot. This chatbot can be on your website if you have a website already developed. We have a text version. We have a voice version. And the thing about this, I tell you about everything that comes with it. It is an AI-driven voice or text assistant, and the AI voice sounds very real, but obviously you know that you are working with a bot, and you should fully disclose that to the client. There's real human style responses. We can say, well, we always want you to maybe be a Southern belle, maybe to be very polite, maybe be very polished. Maybe you want to be funny. Whatever you like the tone of your chatbot to be, you can have feelings and real human style responses. And then there is the instant notification. And I love this because you can turn on when someone is visiting your website, and you can get a notification when they are chatting, and you can let the chatbot handle the entire conversation. You could be on an airplane in another country, whatever the case. And by the way, this does work in other countries as well, meaning you can be in the app, and as long as you have internet service, then you have access to your system. But back to the chatbot. The chatbot, you get instant notifications, and you can jump into the chat and say, hi, I'm here to help you. You or anyone on your team can jump in and finish off the conversation. There's the SMS, web, and phone compatibility. So pretty much what that just means is that the chat interacts with all of this. It is a continuous process. There's the multi-user routing. So if someone wants to chat, let's suppose you are a dentist office and you have other physicians that work within your dentistry, and the chat could say, are you calling to speak to Dr. Rogers, Dr. Rodriguez? Who are you calling to speak with, or who are you trying to book an appointment with? And so it would route according to how that user would respond in this chatbot. It also captures leads coming in. So when that person leaves your chat, it actually goes into the CRM system with their first name, their last name, their email address, their telephone number. And if you'd like to follow up after the chat, you can do so. It books appointments, and you can customize the appearance. It could be the appearance of you and others on your staff, or it can be an avatar. This service is $500. It includes the configuration, the voice or text training, and the CRM setup. Now we have our AI voice agent. This AI voice agent, think of this individual as a receptionist. Your chatbot is available 24/7, but the receptionist is available 24/7. If you are paying for an answering service, you want to consider an AI voice agent. You train the voice agent to handle a lot of your frequently asked phone calls and transfer to the right person or leave a message, but also try to answer many questions. What time are you open? How do I get to your location? How many locations do you have? Do you take this type of insurance? Do you take cash? Different questions that you likely have that are very routine. you can train your AI voice agent to do these things. So that is the gist of the AI voice agent, and that is at $900. And just Hi, I'm Dr. Antoinette Smith. I'm one of the founders of Next Level Achieve. And I'm here because I'm hoping that we could partner to make you successful, to make your employees, your customers, improve that entire experience through automation. I am a fraud investigator, a researcher, a successful business owner, assisted others in being successful, as well as ourselves in being successful. So I want to do the same for you. You're likely leaving money on the table. The best way to always contact us is via email or via a text. Once we get an understanding of what you need, we then allocate it to our team, and our team are just skillful individuals, very trustworthy, mindful individuals, and they understand that we require excellence. And so excellence is what you get, and excellence is what you deserve. So every business has a different growth journey. Whether you manage a local practice, a remote operation, or multiple locations, you need automation. You could be overseas in a different country, and here you have a business in the US or vice versa, and you need to be able to manage and oversee your operation. Even if you're in the state and you have remote locations within the state, you need to understand what's going on with your business. You need to get reports. And also, we call this archival data. Data from the history can help drive your success and help you understand so much. So let's explore. Now, these are services we offer. We understand that not everyone will want to go with the full automation, although we prefer this. We know it's great. No more paper, no more guessing, a high level of efficiency, speed, and accuracy with number 8, the full automation. But if full automation is not what you desire, we do have individual items. For example, one, you may want a chat bot on your website. Then we have the AI voice agent, and I will go through each one of these, but just take a look at the services that we provide. This is what we call, it says click one, learn more, because we call this an interactive presentation, where if you click on any of these, it'll take you directly to that slide. But instead, I'm going to go from slide to slide because this is a recording. We have the GMB, which is Google My Business Audit. I love the service that we provide, but I'll talk more when I get to that page. Script to video production, automated lead generation system, all amazing. Social media automation, website, and finally, the full automation. And then with a lot of these, you can go to a subscription service, or it could be a one-time deal with items 1 through 7. Number 8 is automatically a subscription. And with most of these packages, not all, you do get a CRM system. It's a matter whether you manage your CRM system or we manage it together, which is the case with most of our clients. They operate in their CRM system, and we are here for technical support and continued improvements. So first up is the chatbot. The chatbot is what you typically see on most websites, but they can be awful. They're actually getting better these days. The good thing about the chatbot is that it's available to your clients 24/7, and we build a knowledge base for this chatbot. Try to cover any possible question the client could want to have. You can have a chat bot in a text or a voice. It could be an image of you, your team. It could be multiple images, or it can be images of an avatar. an avatar of any race, any gender. It can also speak multiple languages. So when you have clientele that some may speak different languages, you want to be able to speak and have a chatbot for all languages. And this is what I love about the chatbot feature that you don't see implemented too many other places. There's also the voice, and meaning the person can speak to the chatbot and the chatbot will speak back in the voice. Another great feature that I love about the chatbot, if someone is coming to your website and they are chatting and you get a notification, you can get a notification that the individual is on the chat, and you can allow the chat to answer, and you get a transcript later and read over it if you'd like. Or you could say, hey, it's now time for me to jump in because I want to speak to this client. And so what will happen is that your text messaging within the chatbot to the client. And we offer this service for $500 to set that up for you. Great feature. The other one is an AI voice agent. This one is really a great service. Here, we do have to provide you a telephone number, and this telephone number would answer your phone calls, route your phone calls, and also work like a chatbot, but you're speaking to the person over the phone. You're speaking to the AI agent with a really nice human-like voice, and it can take telephone numbers, book appointments, everything that you believe an AI voice agent can do. It can answer questions. Let's suppose you have different physicians in your office, but they have different locations and different hours, and the chatbot can handle all of those questions for you 24/7, and then actually store the client's information in your CRM system. And you can follow up the next day, or by voice or by text or email. Very nice. And this system, to set up this particular feature, would be $900. We have the GMB Audit and Boost service. I love this service because you get a complete audit of your Google My Business, and you can see where your traffic is coming from. One of the lovely features is the heat map. And the heat map, what it does, let's suppose you are in section, you're on this particular intersection is what I'm trying to say, a particular intersection. Or maybe you're in the mall or a shopping center. What we could do, the heat map can say, where do I rank if the client is in the parking lot? Where does the company rank if the client is 2 blocks down the street? And so forth, 10 minutes away, 20 minutes away, an hour away. What about in this city? Am I being ranked in this neighborhood? And this is why I say you have to know these things. You have to know the capabilities of what's out there, because to have a business and not know exactly down to the street where your clientele is coming from and how you show up, that's important for success. And with this service, there is a $570 one-time report fee, meaning we do an audit, we show you these things, we give you the tips. So you can take this report and you can hire anyone you'd like to hire to make yourself better, or you can, to improve the business, or you can hire Next Level Achieve for $350 a month, and we will take care of those things for you. So the right side includes the monthly upkeep. And if it's the right side for you, what you're seeing is automated client reporting. Another good thing I like about this is if you have bad Google reviews, we do our best to manage those reviews, help you get reviews from your clients. This is on the monthly upkeep side, and reply to your reviews. Here we have the AI script to video creation. This is absolutely amazing. It can be an avatar, it can be yourself. We give you excellent commercial material, royalty free videos, the whole 9 yards, right? So we would assist with the video creation. And video creation is $470. And sometimes this is all you need, but it comes with the entire branding and everything to make you look and your company look like a star. We have the automated lead generation system. This is $475 one-time fee. And what this does, I really love how this works, where it will bring leads to you so that you can know who needs your services. And if you couple this with the AI voice that can also assist in making phone calls, there is a lot that can be done here. But perhaps you just want the leads to come in, and so you will get a spreadsheet of different leads and a lot of leads, and for $475. And we'll set this up for it to constantly provide your report if you prefer this. Social media is $500 a monthly fee. With this social media package, we do everything for you on 4 platforms. We write the content, the images, we post for you. And so it is a matter of making sure that we align with how your branding, and we do a great job at that. And that's it. And we can also, when you have our CRM system, you can also see who is messaging you, who left a message. So you don't technically have to log into Facebook or Instagram or X. It is a great, great option to do. So in my wholehearted being, social media automation has been around for a long time. So this is not taking advantage of AI, but it is a service that we offer. But we do hope that our clients see more in themselves, more in their business than social media automation. This should just be an add-on. But again, it's here at $500 monthly dollars. Okay. We have the website, and we call it website/funnel build. This is really great. A lot of companies only have a website, but when you have a website that has forms or some type of funnel build, what happens is, depending on, especially with the funnel build, depending on how they respond to a particular question, you can funnel them, meaning channel them to a certain section of your business. It looks just like a website, but the person doesn't understand, because you decided you were not going to purchase books per se. It's going to send you this direction and show you something else, or talk to you more about the advantages of this. If you are a mental health facility, and let's suppose you treat people who have schizophrenia, or people who just need a psychology evaluation, they're going to need different aspects of your website. So we call that a funnel. And so I love funnels, because funnels allows you to see where that person traveled on your website and when they fell off. And so you can always modify and make things better. And everything comes with CEO in the setup, and also the strategy. And you want everything to be really, really great. And you also get a notification when someone visits your website or funnel. And this price is $1,399, an excellent value, really an excellent value, because it's different than, let's just say, a landing page or a regular website. You want a website that is going to, when visitors come to your website, you'll capture their information. You'll have a way of just bringing them into your business, and also knowing where where they came from, especially if you have everything integrated. So now let's get to the most exciting part. It is the full automation system. Okay, so if you are paper-based in any level, we want to streamline that process. We want to make sure you have no filing cabinets, and that when your clients come in, they can scan and everything is automated, and you know exactly where your revenue is, the amount of expenses. If you are paying for a leasing of a copy machine, we want to minimize those costs as well. But everything is in one location. Here I have a unified command system because all the communication is within one system, and it's on your phone, it's on the computer, it's wherever you are in the world. If a client calls and you are taking that client's call, within this system, it'll tell you every single communication that was had, that was typed or discussed with the chatbot or even with an employee. And so the customer does not have to repeat themselves. It is saying, okay, allow me a chance to look at the notes, and you can see the history. Did they miss their appointment? What happened? And so that's where you want to be. Did we communicate with them via social media? Have they uploaded the right documents? Do we have consent forms signed? There is so much that can happen with the full automation system. Did we bill them? Did they pay? Many, many things. How many times did we call? How many times did they call us? How many times did we text them? Did they put us on Do Not Disturb? So many things that can happen with the fully automation. We have the AI powered conversations, and I spoke on that about the chatbot and the voice agent and how you can see all of that coming together. And so if the voice agent actually, if the customer visited your website after hours, the voice agent can look within the file, if you allow, and really remind them of their appointment, but also book appointments and many things, and update their telephone number and update their emails. And then there are what we call triggers and workflows. And triggers are just saying, when something happens, that is a trigger. When someone pays an invoice, I want to automatically tell them thank you. I want to automatically get a text message to my cell. Perhaps you want a Google sheet updated. That, the trigger is the start, and the workflow is what happens after that. Maybe it's an employee's birthday or a client's birthday, and you want to say happy birthday to them. This is the trigger. And then we have the virtual assistant that actually comes with this. You get a virtual assistant for 15 hours a week that is there to handle some of your tasks. We have options for an actual full-time virtual assistant, but this is a part-time virtual assistant that comes with this package. So you may want this virtual assistant to stay on top of things that are in the CRM system. Did someone text? Did someone call overnight? Did someone email? Do I have an emergency email do I need an invoice sent out? Things of this nature. Do I want something on social media posted? And that would be your full automation system with a virtual assistant. Maybe you need a flyer, anything 15 hours a week from your virtual assistant. We're continuing with the full automation system. This comes at $2,500 a month. There is also an employee training hub. Perhaps you have things that are done a certain way, and you spend a lot of time training. Maybe you're training your clinicals, training your staff, training new people. You have high turnover. Maybe you want a training on customer experience. But whatever the training is, how to use your systems, you have your own employee training hub, and then you can also see how many when they logged in, how many hours they spent with the training. You can do inventory, product management, invoicing and payment. You can do recurring invoices. There's so many things that you can do. And also you can have a branded business app. So if your app is not branded, it will have Next Level Achieve on the app. But just imagine you have an app that has your company's name, and whoever, whether it's your clients, your employees, your partners, they will see your company's name on this app, and they will be able to go into the App Store and get this app and see your company's name. So those are the services. And here we're saying if it's a subscription service. So just previously, what you've seen is the individual services. They can all be combined and customized. And you've seen the fully automated service. Now, some of those is a one-time shot, meaning just a fixed rate for a one-time setup and we leave. For a subscription-based service, we do offer that with some of them. And what happens in this case is that, guess what? We give you many things, but here are a few options or a few value added that you get. You get 2 telephone numbers. Don't have to pay extra to purchase those telephone numbers. You get unlimited users and locations. So many systems exist. They charge you per user. They charge you customers. They give you a limited amount of customers. Not here with Next Level Achieve. Not with our system. Unlimited invoicing, unlimited clients, and a month of group training, 1 hour weekly on artificial intelligence that you can use right here, where I will train you on how to use primarily generative AI, but how do you use AI to for your advantage for your business. And I will show you various techniques. So this is just added value, added value, added value. Also, you will get what we would like to happen is a 6-week CRM success plan where we've outlined it, where we map your clients, we get the communication set up within house. And if you have any partners or vendors that also need access to maybe a particular client or clients or a calendar or a portion of the system, we assist with all of that. Data collection is king in this world. There's many things that we try to get accomplished during this 6-week. So we have a form and we will ask you for all that we need. We will come in and sit and interview you and understand your business and get your CRM set up in a matter of days. Our core values. So back to who we are. Again, before I get to who we are, I want you to know that everything I've spoken to you about is not everything we offer, but I understand time is valuable and I want to honor your time. And so those are just most of the things that we offer. But we've done amazing things for clients. We've helped them set up their business, logo, branding, the everything, okay? But our true skill and our true heart and our true passion is in automation. Not because everyone is talking about it, but we've been in automation since in the 1980s. So we want to, they called it was still an automation, but won't go there because I'll start teaching. So let's get here to our core values. Our core values, the foundation of who we are excellent. If we don't deliver something excellent, we fix it. We fix it until it is excellent. And I love that about our culture because I have dealt with service companies that they come and they present with excellence, but when you need something modified or when it's not really excellent, you see a different side of that person. So not with us. We do our best to deliver excellence and understand the task. But if we didn't do it correctly, or for some reason you want modifications is what it will be until it is excellent. And we will also guide you and help you understand on what we're trying to achieve. So communication is key. We are also innovative. We love automating. So if you have a traditional mindset where you may be more paper-based or not really understand what can be automated, we are all about automation. When we see something that can save you time and give you money back, and we will assist you and your team, your employees, and all. This boils down to customer and employee satisfaction. When your employees are satisfied because the automation is doing everything for them or a lot for them, you are happier, they're happier, customers are happy. It is an entire system. So we 100% believe in, if it can be automated, automate it. And then last but not least, and really not last and definitely not least, is integrity. I wholeheartedly believe that the trust word is so important with who you deal with. And it just can, people do not say this word trust enough. You have to partner and you have to be with someone that has your back. When you don't understand, when you're not looking, when you're just not thinking about it. You don't know, or maybe you think you know, or whatever the case is, but someone that you can call and say, this is what I'm thinking about. What are your thoughts? Or someone says, hey, I see that this is happening. Can you explain it to me? And then you begin to explain it to them. And then they tell you that how it can be improved. So that's what our business is completely about. So start your automation elevation with Next Level Achieve. Here I have, it's led by a PhD executive with over 3 decades of success in automation, business process optimization, fraud detection, and accounting. And all of those accounting information systems, fraud detection, are absolutely exceptional to have. That means that person, me, know about business, know about fraud, protecting your assets, protecting your money. So we call that detective, preventive, and corrective, meaning you want to have systems in place, automation in place that prevent it. But if it can't be prevented, then it's detected. And when it's detected, it's corrected. All of these things are within our business. And on top of that, we know how to automate. We know how to automate so things, you can have a life, you can have peace of mind, you can also have legacy and sustainability. Even if you are an executive within a company and you make the decisions, you want the information coming to you to be accurate. You want your team to have peace of mind so that they can use their minds for other things, so the company can continue to grow and be innovative. We handle it all from AI avatar creation, branding, grant writing, to complete business automation systems. Our mission is to help you protect your assets, sustain your business beyond yourself in management, and rely on technology that delivers greater accuracy, efficiency, and satisfaction for both employees and clients. You have our contact information. Thank you for listening. If you listened to the entire presentation, it has been 30 minutes. And I do truly believe that this 30 minutes could change your entire life, your entire business. Your entire business. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I believe you're in business because you want to be successful. Call us for training, call us for automation, call us for elevation.